You did buy more Rivian today.
I did,
Um,
yeah. I can't resist this company. I mean, I feel like this is kind of incredible opportunity here. Either that or this company is going uh, bankrupt in a couple of years. But yeah, it's the entire company is worth less than 1 month of Elon's salary, is the way I look at it. So, um, Elon's $1 trillion pay package for 10 years is roughly, 10, $15 billion a month. And it's actually faster than 10 years, possibly 6 or 7 years. So yeah, Elon gets one Rivian per month for the next 7 or 8 years is
not
basically
a Rivian car, Rivian the company.
Rivian, the company, at its current valuation market cap of roughly $16 billion. For a part-time job, by the way. He's CEO of like 6 different companies. So um, it's fascinating to me that I did this survey on X asking which company is more likely to 10x over the next 5 years. Rivian going from 16 billion to 160 billion, or Tesla going from um, 1.5 trillion to 15 trillion. And as might be expected, most people said Rivian, 60% versus 40%. But what I'm wondering, and there was like over 700 votes, so this is pretty like statistically, significant. And I have both Rivian and Tesla followers, so it's not like partial to one over the other. I might even have more Tesla followers than Rivian followers. But what I'm wondering is, what are the 40% that are thinking that Tesla is going to 10x over the next 5 years thinking? Because I actually did a little spreadsheet of the Mag 7. So this is the spreadsheet of the Mag 7. And here, let me see if I can zoom in here. Or can you see it okay, or should I zoom in more?
Zooming in would be good.
Okay. So
Yeah, that's better.
yeah, so Nvidia, as you might expect, is $4.3 trillion market cap. Apple 3.8 trillion, Microsoft 3.8 trillion, Google 3 trillion. And it turns out if you add up these four in particular, you come up with a sum of 15 trillion. This is what Tesla would have to get to $15 trillion, is the sum of the market caps of Nvidia, Apple, Microsoft, Google combined as of today. But here's the problem. Those companies combined have $1.2 trillion of revenue. So $1.2 trillion of revenue is translating to a $15 billion market cap. And Tesla has 93 billion of revenue. So it would need to more than 10x its revenue in order to have a similar sort of like market cap to these four high flying companies. And this is where, like, it puzzles me that so many people are so optimistic about Tesla, that they think that it has more likelihood to 10x over the next 5 years than a tiny company like Rivian, which, for it to 10x, it would need like 40 billion in revenue and 160 billion-dollar market cap, that sort of thing. So it's fascinating to me that the viewpoints are so different.
The way I read it is people are probably misunderstanding the question, where they just see it as, which company do you like better, Tesla or Rivian? Right? They're not actually thinking about the dollars.
Yeah, well, I mean, I asked the question with the dollars in the
Right. I
question, so
know.
that
I voted. I voted on the
Oh,
poll.
did you? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, but
Vote for
anyway,
Tesla, of course.
yeah, I knew it.
No, I voted for Rivian.
um, yeah, so
Uh,
it was fascinating to see what
yeah.
the results were. But anyway, so besides that, Rivian also announced their Autonomy Day is coming up December 11th. So
Well,
I'm
wasn't
quite
that already
excited
announced?
about.
Because we've definitely talked about it before.
They had announced that they are going to have an Autonomy Day in December, but I don't remember seeing a date anywhere before.
Okay.
And somebody posted that they got an invite to it, and it's December 11th. So since the last time we recorded, so that just came out, and I'm pretty excited about the fact that that is happening. Autonomy Day is happening, so they're going to demo something. We'll see if it's an impressive demo, but yeah. So Autonomy Day combined with, the stock price continues to struggle. We're getting closer and closer to the R2 release. It's like all adding up to like all the things I like.
So
I'm still in accumulation mode.
I was reading one of the articles about the invite for Rivian's Autonomy Day, and think it mentioned that they're going to focus on like it driving autonomously in traffic jams. If I remember correctly.
Okay.
At least and I don't know if you read that as well.
Well,
Um,
in traffic jams, it's not going anywhere. So that would be
well,
very disappointing, I would say.
but that's what I'm getting at. Where like, what do you think the odds are that you're going to be disappointed by this event?
Well, okay. I always assume the odds of disappointment are pretty high because I have a high bar of like being impressed in the first place.
Right.
But the reason I wouldn't put a lot of credibility to that traffic jams scenario is because basically any car with sort of like distance guided cruise control can handle traffic jams, right? And if you have lane keep, it can handle traffic jams and turns basically as the freeway turns.
Right.
You're fine. So and Rivian already has that, by the way. So like they have that in their vehicles today. Um, so like that is not at all what has been discussed, and that's not the expectation that RJ has been setting out, which is that they expect to have point to point hands-free driving, which implies your eyes are still on the road and you're ready to take over, similar to what full self-driving is on Teslas. Point to point hands-free driving is what they expect to have by the end of 2026. So what they better be demoing is some version of that. If they don't, I think that there would be good reason to be disappointed. I think the expectations that RJ has set out is that, right? So uh, that would be the first time that I would be like, wait, RJ said a bunch of stuff that like now he's talking like Elon. If he's demoing something totally different than that, then you're starting to get into this area of over promising and under delivering, um, which that doesn't mean the company's going to do bad or the stock's going to do bad, but it would be disappointing from my perspective for sure.